During the hiatus of this channel, obviously many things have happened, many things have changed, but James is still releasing videos, which means there is still plenty of content for us to examine. So in this episode, he is looking at how to make a sorbet in the easiest way possible. How can we make sorbet at home if we don't have an ice cream maker or a blender? So in the past, one of the things that I've mentioned about James's videos is that his audio quality isn't brilliant, and in this clip he seems to have invested in a clip-on mic, but for some reason his audio quality is still poor, it's still crackly, and it's very, very faint. So I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I'm sure he had some audio issues. So that aside, let's continue. All I have to do is open up this 1.5 liters of apple juice and pour it in. Okay, so I'm literally watching him take apple juice and pouring it into a tub. Now, of course, ice will, as it freezes, it will expand by approximately 10%. So there's a nice useful fact from James that liquid, in this case apple juice, expands by 10% if you shove it in the freezer. Good to know. Put the lid on, shove it in the freezer, and we'll find out what it's like in an hour. One thing of apple juice shoved into a container and then put in the freezer. If this turns out like sorbet, the guy's a genius. Take the lid off. Just gonna give it a little stir. And it now goes back into the freezer. Right, I'm going to skip ahead. I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of taking it in and out of the freezer and stirring, okay? Okay, so at this point in the video, he's left his sorbet overnight. So we're going to see the final result of what it looks like. Right, literally what he's got here is a big block of ice. Okay, he's taken some apple juice and shoved it in the freezer. All this stirring has achieved nothing, and he's just got this massive tub of ice. So I'm now having to scrape it with a spoon, which is doing an okay job of shredding it. He is literally taking an entire tub of ice and scraping it. So there you have it. After a lot of scraping, I now have my delicious apple sorbet. I don't think that's a sorbet. I think that's more what they might call an Italian ice. Okay, it's just flavored ice. As an idea, the idea that you could make simple sorbet just by going and buying some fruit juice from the supermarket is an interesting one. I just don't think that that's sorbet. The audio quality was, it was lacking. The B-roll, as always, looks great. So overall, I would say 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for this idea of James.